About this. Joining me now is Democratic Congressman Gerry of Virginia. He's also on the House Foreign Affairs and Oversight Committees. Congressman, thank you so much for being with us. First of all, your reaction, your reaction to Kash Patel as the possible head of the FBI.
I think it's one of the most dangerous appointments Trump has made to date. This man is delusional, invoking words like treason for people who served in the Justice Department or throughout law enforcement in this and the previous administration is very dangerous, Frederick. And he has no business getting anywhere near the office of Director of FBI.
And Congressman, I mean, one of the reasons why we wanted to talk to you is because there are a lot of FBI agents and employees who live in your congressional district. So you certainly have a stake in all of this. But, you know, as you know, some Republican lawmakers have voiced concerns, but many of them enthusiastically back this pick of Kash Patel. Let's listen.
Do you have any reservations about Kash Patel serving in that role?
No. Donald Trump campaigned on reforming the FBI and the Department of Justice. So I don't know why any of this is, frankly, surprising to people.
I think Kash Patel is a very strong nominee to take on the partisan corruption in the FBI.
There are serious problems at the FBI. The American public knows it. They expect to see sweeping change, and Kash Patel is just the type of person to do it.
And Congressman, one of the complaints that you hear from Republicans is that the Justice Department was weaponized under President Biden. Obviously, that's a lot of hyperbole, but are you concerned about the FBI being weaponized by the incoming Trump administration if Kash Patel is in charge there?
Absolutely. I think this is classic projection. When the Republicans warn about weaponization, they're actually warning us about their weaponization. There's no evidence the FBI was weaponized under Biden. As a matter of fact, what's ironic about this is the FBI, anyone who knows the FBI, it's a very conservative culture. Probably a majority of FBI agents voted Republican. This is not some bastion of liberal, haven protecting progressive and liberal voices in our government in a deep state fashion. Quite the opposite. And it is destructive in the extreme to talk about let's prosecute the prosecutors, let's investigate the investigators, to dismantle the premier law enforcement agency of the United States government. This is a really dangerous moment for our government and for the rule of law in America.
And Congressman, I mean, Trump wants to replace the current FBI director, Christopher Wray, who he appointed. And he appointed Chris Wray as the FBI director after he fired James Comey. What is this doing to the Federal Bureau of Investigation? And I guess, what are your concerns about the long-term health of the agency?
The whole point of a 10-year tenure after J. Edgar Hoover back in the Nixon years was to insulate the FBI director from the whoop and woof of partisan politics, and that there'd be sort of an overlap between administrations for an FBI director. To interrupt that for the second time, Trump having fired James Comey and now wanting to fire Christopher Wray, I think really is very disruptive to orderly management of the FBI and to jurisprudence in America. I mean, people have to be able to rely on the FBI for being a neutral source of investigation and of jurisprudence in America. And I just think all of this upends that. And Americans really need to be very careful about supporting these kinds of appointments and the disruption they're going to lead to.